Setting up your online platform, I'm not going to say it's easy, but it's simple. And I thought a case study following one student and showing one student from first meeting us to actually selling beef would be super helpful for any of you who are thinking about starting this journey. And I picked Maggie. Some of you may have heard of her. She's been on numerous podcasts. But Maggie is an 82-year-old rancher who was going to sell her ranch and give up. And I was listening to her podcast or the podcast that she was on, and I knew I could help her. So I reached out, and the rest, as they say, is history. But I thought that she would make a great example because you are never too old to start.
Just 1 year ago, Mac and I were facing just about every negative influence on our ranch and our business as you could imagine.
So the podcast that I was listening to Maggie on, she was really trying to sell her plight. She's been a rancher her whole life. Can you believe that she's 82? 82. I mean, she just doesn't look it at all. Um, but she's been a rancher her whole life, and she was saying that there's just no money in beef anymore. Nobody wants to eat beef. Everyone's going plant-based, and there's just no market for it. And I was listening to this podcast while I was folding laundry, and I was just, that's not true. I mean, yes, it's kind of true, but we just have to start selling beef and not cattle, and really educating the world and customers that buying beef direct is the best way to do it. And I reached out to the podcaster, not thinking it would go anywhere, but saying, I am 100% positive that I can help her. And he put us in touch, and I did. They went through my course. Maggie, who has never owned a TV, they managed to put all the processes in place, and they're doing amazing. So I kind of wanted to use her as an example because anyone can do this. She's amazing, Mac's amazing, but so are you. You are amazing, and you can make this work. And we're going to go into all the steps that you need to put this together. And then you can see whether, yes, you can actually do this.
We were losing hope, shutting down our hearts and considering getting out of the business. Enter Amy Hay.
So there are four main steps that you need. And it's not hard. It's not easy, but it's not hard. And the first step that you need, or the first thing that you need, is a website and or landing pages. And I'll explain what these are. So I'm just going to change my pen to blue. um, you need to have a website that you can drive traffic to. And you can have the best website in the world, but unless you're able to get eyes on that website, it is next to useless. So you can literally use anything. I use Squarespace. And Mac and Maggie, they use Squarespace too because I could help them along. I have customers who have great success with GoDaddy, super simple to use and cheap. Another one is Square. Square has a great e-commerce, but it also does everything else you need as well. We'll go into e-commerce in a minute. Shopify is amazing. I mean, that's what it's built for. Shopify is built to sell things. So super, super amazing. Another one that some people like is Wix. Another one that's super easy to use, or just do a Google search. So Google best e-commerce platform. But something that you need to make sure is that whatever platform you use, it does everything you need it to do. And the things that you need these platforms to do, You need them. They must have ability to create pages. Super important. They must have e-commerce. How to sell. And they must have email marketing. So whatever platform you choose, whatever website landing pages, it has to have all of these three functions. So don't just purchase the cheapest one that you can find, because you must be able to add these on, and they will cost. So each one will cost a little bit extra, like each one will cost a bit more than the basic landing page, but you need all these things to make your product successful. So this is Squarespace. This is my website, but it's super easy. It's just plug and play and drop and play. You go into Squarespace, squarespace.com, and you just pick a template that you like, that kind of works with you, and then you can edit it as much as you can. And you literally just add a page. So these are pages that are on our home page here. And then unlinked are landing pages. So I can direct someone to a quarter cow, a quarter beef, so that they purchase a quarter beef. And you can have as many unlinked pages as you like. Like I can create a blank page, I can create a store page. But for example, if I'm going to just create a blank page, test, and then I just edit it, and you can add different blocks. This is all just within Squarespace. So you just pick something that you want and you start building out your page. I mean, it's super easy. They have contact blocks and they have about blocks and they have people blocks. If you want to put in, you and your wife and ranch hands, or I've seen some people put faces of cattle of their favorite cows, or maybe their working dogs. You can put whatever you want in here. Like it really is plug and play, and you just drop in your own picture. I quite like building them out from blank. So I might just add a block, introduce my brand, and then you would just edit it. It's a bit slow because I'm screen sharing. Oh no, that's editing the picture. I want to take that picture away. So here I just delete that or replace it. And I have lots already inside. I have pictures that I've already uploaded to my website. These are all pictures on my website. But what Squarespace also has is they have their own stock images. So if you don't have any of your own yet, you can do a search for cattle ranch, and then it'll bring up loads of different images that you could. Oh, that's bison. Look at that. That's kind of cool if you have longhorns, but you can just add any image you want and you start building out your website. It looks kind of cool. So that's how easy Squarespace is to start creating landing pages. I'm going to delete this now. Delete. But it's super easy. It's just plug and play. So the second thing you need, so you have your website and you have your landing pages, you need e-commerce. And I like a platform that has all of these things integrated. To me, it just means they're less point of failure. But all those products that I mentioned before, Squarespace, GoDaddy, Shopify, Wix, Square, they all have this. So this is where you put you have your product pages. Ability to accept payment. That's super important. And then you can now sell. But now you can sell things. So you have your landing page, you have your e-commerce, and now you can sell. Without this, you won't be able to take money. And then you can also set up your store. You set up your score, products, all inside Squarespace. Our actual store, so when I built our website, Squarespace did not yet have an e-commerce section. So I actually built out our store on Square, and then it's just linked. So you go to our website and you don't realize that you're leaving Squarespace and going to Square. But when I built it, and now we have too many items that I'm not going to go back and build them in. But you can do that too. But here is all our items. This is how I do it with everything that we sell. And then you can click into them. Sides, quarters, whole. Oh, I need to restock. I'm out of stock of quarters. Sold out. So yeah, this is how easy it is. And you can do this. It is not hard, I promise you. So next, you've got your landing page, you've got your e-commerce. You have to have some sort of email marketing. And you can set this up on whatever platform you buy. So again, Squarespace. And I will show you some Squarespace in a minute. Squarespace, Shopify, Square, GoDaddy, Wix. All of these have all of this. You don't need anything additional. If you already have something that you've used in the past, like Drip or Flowdesk or MailChimp, these you can integrate into all of this, but you don't need to. They all have it built in already. And email marketing allows you to email your customers or email your prospects or email those leads. And then you can direct them from here to here so that they now know that you have product to sell. The next thing that Squarespace does is it has its own email marketing. So it has its own campaigns. And you can look at all kinds of analytics. But in the email campaigns, you just create your own campaign. Everything is super easy in there. I can see all my sent campaigns, things I've sent. And if I want to use that one again, I can use it again. I can see, how many have been sent, how many have been delivered, how many have opened, how many have clicked. Super easy. You can create different mailing lists. I have automations set up. So as soon as somebody registers, they get a welcome email. And this is all done inside Squarespace. I do not need any third-party integration, but they all do this. Like Squarespace, Shopify has this, and GoDaddy has this, and Square has this. Just whatever platform you use, have a play around with a trial and see whether it's easy for you. I can say that Shopify and GoDaddy are super simple and they can do everything you want them to do. I like Squarespace because I've built other sites on Squarespace and I love the functionality and I love the future proofing. It does everything I want. Now, this one may be the most important item of them all, and so many people discount it. And the most important one is social media. Mac and Maggie had never had social media before, ever. And they set up an Instagram page, they linked it to their Facebook page, and they started posting and growing a customer base. And now they're selling out constantly, and they have a following in just a few months of over 6,000 followers. I'm not saying every single follower is a customer, but they could be. So you need social media. And I love Instagram. Instagram is really where your customers are. You get more customers from Instagram than you do from Facebook, but you need Facebook as well. And you link these with Meta. So this is Maggie's Instagram. We help set all this up inside the course. But there is a right way and a wrong way to set up your profile. So we teach you how to set up your profile for success. It's not hard, but there are certain things that you need to do. And then you just post. But this social media is how you drive traffic to your website. You can have the best website in the world, but unless you're able to drive traffic to it, it's next to useless. This is our this is our social media. We can only, being in Canada, we can only ship within our province. Otherwise, we have to go to a federally inspected facility, and there's just not one anywhere near us. So we're kind of happy just sticking within our province. But saying that, we're processing 20 head a month every single month. So there's more than enough customers here for us. But I drive traffic to my website from my social media. For example, this is a post I did about myself. Is that I have autoimmune disease and I healed it with beef. So I'm talking to a pain point of other people, but there's still a call to action that if you're in British Columbia, buy beef. And this is an auto prompt that as soon as you comment buy beef, you get sent a link to our page. Buy beef, buy beef, buy beef. So as soon as they comment that, they get a link straight to our page and they all purchase beef. So this again is something that we go into. It's super simple. You can set this up, but if you need help, I can help you. Super easy. So if I was to draw a little diagram, you would have social media here. And social media it is a sales funnel, free sales funnel, and lead generating machine. So you have social media, and that's where you get your leads. And then your leads, you email, because you've captured their email, and then they purchase. As simple as that. But you need to link all these pieces together. Social media captures your leads. You email your leads with your email marketing platform, and then they go to your store and buy. Simple. So if you think that this is something that you want to do or you need help with, book a call. I'm offering you a free 30-minute strategy call. And it will help you. It will help you link all of these things together. I promise you.
Kyle, you were in really bad financial shape when we started that course. We actually were thinking about cashing in and getting out of it. But Amy came along and said, no, no, give me a chance. And so we did. We did what she said to do. Now we now have a beef business. Now we can already see that it isn't going to take very long, probably about a year, and we will have our entire operation turned around and profitable once again. And that's what it's really all about.
So again, book your free strategy call. You have nothing to lose, yet everything to gain. And we can easily set up all your systems and get you selling beef.